I think we have started the live stream here. I'm getting the confirmation from the production team now.
Yeah.
So if Ihan, if you want to start with the with your presentation.
Yeah, let me share my screen as well.
Perfect. You can see. Yeah, so I think the idea just we're going to hopefully, if you can do sort of a 10-15-minute introduction on the pitch, and then hopefully we'll have a bit more time for the panel guests to ask questions.
Sure.
Yeah, I think both panelists also dropped.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, let's go. We've got quite a few people signing in from different investment houses too, so welcome to those guys.
All right, guys. Hello, everyone, and thanks for the opportunity. This is Ayhan from GITEX marketing team. Basically, I'm handling the marketing operations in GITEX. I've been in sales and marketing for about 18 years now, and the last 3 years was about blockchain. So I'm happy to be working with GITEX at the moment, and I'll try to give you a brief about GITEX today. So let's go. All right. What we see today is nobody likes ads, and the cloud computing costs are getting exponentially high. And at the same time, the new proof of work blockchain developers cannot find easily new miners communities. So in order to address all of these problems, we are building GITEX basically as a solution. So with GITEX, with our sub brands, we are trying to address all of these areas. At the core, we are letting publishers to have an alternate form of monetization, because all of us are tired of basically digital ads, banners popping up everywhere, privacy tracking issues. And with our solution, we are trying to overcome these, having in mind the consumer privacy playing a really good role, important role here. With GITEX Online, basically we are offering an alternate form. That doesn't necessarily mean the sites, any sites or application need to drop out the banners or ads. It can come as an additional solution to their services to build higher revenues. But in the core, we are trying to get rid of the ads and try to let them have an enhanced user experience from content creator perspective. With GITEX Enterprise, we are trying to address we are trying to educate the market basically about our tools, which I mean, first one is the GITEX Online, where we address ads, and the second one, basically GITEX Cloud, where we provide cheaper form of compute power to enterprises and developers. So with GITEX Cloud, what we take from the publisher end, we try to sell it to the enterprises and developers. So if we take a brief look at our product, it's a three layers solution. Layer 0 being GITEX Online. Here we get the processing power, idle processing power of visitors from websites and applications. And with the other nodes and staking clients that we have, we try to preserve the network balance. And in the layer 2, Gather Cloud, we are basically selling this processing power to the enterprises and blockchain developers. Gather Online, based on the session lengths that people have on the apps or websites, Gather Online provides like around 1.4 times more profitable revenue compared to ads. And we are able to provide 30% cheaper cloud compute power to enterprises and developers. Whenever someone comes to a website that is using Gather, they will basically see this banner that you see on the lower left screen. It will ask for the explicit consent of the visitor to share the idle processing power. And when it's accepted, the revenue will be started to be generated by the publisher. So very simply, this process, the website integrates a line of code provided from our backend. The user visits the website, user gives the consent with a click, and this processing power is used for Gather Cloud. In the end, via our loyalty program, both the publisher and the visitor can earn money. Talking about the traction we have today, we have around 250 online businesses registered. This number is growing every day, actually. And on the Gather Cloud side, you see ASAP Fluids, which is an oil and gas company. We are test bedding Gather Cloud with them. Plus, we have a 4 billion corporation on board, which is basically serving in various fields in India. So our go live revenue is 354K per month. And you see on the lower right section some of our recent partnerships. We are currently listed and listed on exchanges since September, and we are building active connections with lots of partners like Romeo, Dia, Decentralization, as you see there. Currently, we have ongoing talks with the 110 million company, which is very active on the streaming sector, if I may say. They are within the top 5. And we are also having other talks with other crypto projects, of course, to find possible synergies to carry on our operations. Gather's been around since 2018. We had the seed round of 325K in 2018. Then the bear market hit, as you know. The founders carried on building with their life savings. And for about a year, we ran the minimum viable product that was built with the publishers. So last year, the version 2 was released, and this year we got these 2 institutional clients on board. Plus, we have raised around 960K from token sales. So at the moment, we are on the road to mainnet. We have completed our UI demo phase. Public testnet is expected very soon, and by the end of Q1 2021, we want to go on. If we talk about the team, we got
did we lose the internet feed, David?
I'm not hearing anything, but I can see. I can still see most people in the
No, no, yeah, I think everyone's here. I think Ahan video froze.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, in the meantime, I think he's pretty much done with the most part of the pitch. I guess he's talking about the experience of the team.
Sure.
I guess maybe Matt, you have some good experience with some of the team members. Do you have any personal insight to some of these guys you can share?
Yeah, well, it looks like we have him
Oh,
back
he's
here.
back. Okay.
Can you hear us, Ahan?
Yeah, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, back. Yeah.
I think you lost your internet connection.
Yeah, just
Feel free to
connected.
carry on.
All right.
One of the many pain points of the COVID world right now.
Yeah, sure. Well, talking about the team, we have an experienced team. Reggie is in and out in advertising and also oil and gas. And he also founded another startup and successfully exited from that. Farouk was in lots of well-known companies like KPMG, Grant Thornton, etc. And he's our CFO at the moment. I mentioned about myself. So Ashish has a 20-year experience on cloud computing, and he's working on to deliver Gather Cloud with the clients I mentioned earlier. Udit is our COO. He's also in and out of lots of startups, and he knows what he's doing basically. And also we have a legal counsel on board with us. He's experienced in security compliance. So this is about the team, and there are some advisors on board, which is like the core strength of our team, if I may say. We got Vyacheslav with 24 years of experience. He's been working with Opera, Status, some well-known tech firms from the past. Nareen, 20 years of experience. He's the regional director of Publicis Group. He is very experienced on the marketing with the streaming and advertising areas. And Patrick, he's very good with the financial calculations, models, etc. He's helping a lot on this financial end. And below, you'll see Charles, John, and Bradley. They are our strategic advisors on the blockchain sector. They are working with various projects as well, and they're helping a lot for us to scale. So, as an executive summary, you can see what I have tried to briefly cover till now. Most importantly, we had the raise on September with the notable investors you see here. And the project was listed on the exchanges by September. Till now, we are carrying on our development and marketing activities in full speed, if I may say. It was a pretty tough 3 months for all of us, and we are still carrying on.
Sounds great. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. And we also prepared some mock-ups earlier. Maybe you saw these. But for example, for the TradeDoc site, if Gather was implemented, people will be seeing this right bottom banner, which will be asking for the consent for their idle processing part. So that's about it. And briefly, if you guys have any questions, we can try to address those. And
yeah, perfect. Thanks, Ahan. So just for everybody who isn't, who's kind of looking in online, we have quite the collection of investors here listening in, some remote, most remote, obviously, and a few in person. So in order to maximize the opportunity, and we don't have a huge amount of time, anyone that has specific questions, if you can write those in the chat or raise your hand, and we can try and push those questions out to the projects. That's probably the easiest way to do this. I guess if we have more questions than time, then what we'll do is we'll try and have a sort of a quick fire round of questions at the back end of the presentations today for those people that can hang around. So yeah, let's see. Is there any questions in the room direct from Dubai? Let's start there.
I think my biggest question here would be, what is your number one pain point right now in the development, except of money?
From the development perspective, the core product is tested, the one that will allow publishers to monetize. That's all good. That's just getting aligned with the Gather blockchain at the moment. Gather blockchain is not live, so it will be working on Gather blockchain. On the cloud side, the scaling is one of the most priorities at the moment. If I may say, the testings are going very well with these companies, but in the long term, at the moment, there is no one size fits for all solution for us. So we are doing specific use cases per cloud application. But in time, we want to make it, scale in a scaled way where we can address most of these in an easy manner. For the time being, it will take some time to onboard and address specific points on the cloud side. I can tell you that.
Okay, great. Any other questions? I think just at this point where we're waiting, it just highlights the fact that part of TDeFi, and I guess accelerating projects too, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to take them from ground zero. There's no such thing as the finish line when it comes to growing and expanding and building technology or any business for that matter. So, we're at TDeFi looking for different stage projects that are really looking for that support to take them at any stage of the project. So, you'll notice today, those dialing in and watching, that there's a number of different projects that we'll be pitching today with a whole host of different levels of experience. And so that's important just to put across. So I'm being told we have a little bit more time to continue questions. Does anybody else from the panels have any particular questions or observations they would like to raise right now?
It looks like, I think at the moment, and maybe the production team can resolve this, but at the moment, people can only send questions to either the TDeFi host live from Dubai or Gorav. So we wouldn't actually be seeing them pop up. So if we could have a resolution to that, maybe make the chat an open forum.
Yeah, or maybe if they can make you and Dave co-hosts, so that you can receive questions as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, with that in mind, guys, for future reference, yeah, I think now the chat is open. So if anybody on the panels have any questions, please put them in the chat or raise your hand. And I think both myself and Matt should be able to see those now.
Yeah, production team's also telling me that Ali has joined the room. I think that's from Antonio.
Okay, perfect. So guys, feel free to continue with questions for Gather. Ayhan, are you able to be present on the feed for the rest of this session? Yeah,
sure.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, any questions, I'm sure there will be many that come up specifically to Gather, and the back team will be collating those so that we can feed them across to you at that appropriate time. In the meantime,
No, I was gonna say we'll be having a 20-minute. I think we have a 20-minute open slot around 11 o'clock Eastern. So we can definitely facilitate some additional questions and some open discussion with the projects, and obviously afterwards as well.
Perfect. Yeah, this question.
I'm gonna give everyone the appropriate time to get their questions answered, because I saw one came in from Dan talking about token economics.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So
I can tell about the token economics of it. We have around 400 million token supply. Around 50 million is in circulation at the moment. Half of this 400 million is reserved for our foundation. Basically, Gather Foundation will be acting as an independent entity which will help grow Gather ecosystem. There are different vesting terms for each parties, but this 400 million supply is vested over 5 years. And the token economic, one thing I'd like to mention on the token economics part, there is a demand balance coming from the enterprise and developer side, which will use Gather for various different applications within the Gather network, also the publishers will be earning Gather, so there will be a constant supply and demand balance flow within these two parties. So for very detailed observation, I can also provide some links to our token economy document. And the part of the demand will be coming from our master nodes. I have to say that around 250K Gather tokens will be locked for master nodes, which will be serving as the main component of the Gather cloud. They will be basically building the backbone of the network for the Gather cloud. So if there is any other specific question on the token economic, I'd be happy to.
I'm happy to jump in if you want, Ayan.
Yeah, sure.
I don't mind. Hi guys, I'm Farouk. I'm one of the co-founders and the CFO. So if you guys have any specific questions about the token economics, I can answer specifics if you like. Perhaps
Awesome.
lock up. Yeah.
Let's here's what we'll do, because I think we actually have Antonio going for 20 minutes, and then we have a 20-minute slot open for questions. So if everyone in the next 20 minutes, please post your questions either for Gather or for Antonio. It'll give us an opportunity to be able to make sure that everyone's questions are getting answered appropriately, and that we can have a rich discussion about the two different projects, so you guys can have a full understanding. But can we have the production team switch the live streams to the Antonio team, so that way we can begin their presentation? That'll go for 20 minutes, and then we'll do a 20-minute Q&A with Gather and Antonio.